This is a crock of shit. And this is the reason why the culture, especially around our women, just continues to get worse and worse. Because every single time these women do things that is really irresponsible, reckless, and is just basically awesome, there's always other women that want to freaking excuse it, right? This is just like if a guy was a square, or a guy that went to school and got good grades and he graduated college and got a good job. This is like him in his damn near 40 saying, you know what? I didn't go through my thug phase. Let me go sell some drugs and go to prison. You have any idea how stupid that is? It's the dumbest shit in the world. And guess what? If men did something like that, you know what you would call them? You would call them stupid. But because it's women doing it, we got to make all kinds of excuses for it. It's bullshit, HQ.
Last week on Ladies First.
That's not true. She only married him once he got added to the league. And then 3 months into their marriage, she got pregnant. It's not a coincidence that.
But what do you mean that she married him? He proposed to her.
Manipulation.
But she can't demand him to marry her. He picked her.
She flew once he got to the league, right? That's when she left her hometown and followed him. If we were earlier talking about how men want to see some form of reciprocity, et cetera, her getting up and following him was that reciprocation. But in her mind, she was only thinking self-interest. I'm telling you, it was manipulation through and through. She knew this young man was going to the Bay Area and was about to be part of the league. She was like, no, I'm not staying here. We're not going to stay long distance.
This whole situation is not complicated. It's not complicated. When she married him, that was around the time where one of the things to do is find you a baller and marry him. That was the cultural thing that women wanted to do back then. And that's why she did that. The reason why she no longer wants to do that is because now the culture is not to find a baller and get married. Now the culture is to be a. So now that's what she wants to do. And the way y'all take these mental gymnastics to try to explain away when a person ain't is amazing to me. She ain't and neither is that chick that said she need to hoe.
Thank you for saying that. Why is it that black women, that's the only way that you're going to learn how to appreciate your man after going through years of struggle, love, and abuse? You think at that point you could even attract a Stephen Curry? Like, that's craziness.
It's not the way they have to. It's not the thing they have to do in order to appreciate their man. They know that. That's the excuse. They're doing it because they want to do it. Ayesha Curry is doing this because she wants to do what all the other women in mainstream culture are doing. That's the whole reason she wants to do it. It's just like with Cardi B. Cardi B would have never left Offset with cheating and everything if it was still a culture of women staying with their husbands. If it was a culture of women staying with their husbands, she wouldn't even say nothing about the cheating. She wouldn't even care. In fact, Cardi B is on record doing an interview saying that she really doesn't like dudes unless they cheat. So it's really go along to get along. It's really whatever the wave is that women are following, that's what women want to do. Because right now, as you notice, any woman that's trying to be a homemaker, traditional, any of those things, they're male-centered, they're pick-me's, and they're every other negative thing you could possibly think of.
I think you're all wrong.
Sorry.
You're all wrong. She is no different from any other person that got married when they were young. She has not done anything in her life. She hasn't met new people to get her values. Hold on.
We go with the rescue.
Yeah, hold on.
Every time we call out these women, especially black women, y'all gotta try to explain away.
Not explaining anything away. I'm telling you that I have felt the same way.
What you're doing.
Hold on. Hold on.
We are ready. We are ready for it today, friends. We are ready. We are so ready. We are so ready. The timer is up. Let's go. Time to HQ and interrupt.
Can I finish?
Yes, you can.
She got married when she was young. I got married when I was young. The same things that she has expressed, I have thought inside my head. It has nothing to do with going to sleep with other people. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that you haven't experienced anything about what your values are, what you feel like alone, what your independence is like alone. Any of these things she has not experienced. She was a partner before she was an individual person. So now she's looking back and she's reminiscing on what she hasn't done to fulfill herself. She said, I was going to be a career woman. I was going to do X, Y, and Z. That doesn't mean she regrets being married. It doesn't mean she wished she could get out of her marriage right now. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means she's looking back on the things that she did not do.
This is why black women.
She's lying.
I will agree with HQ for the simple fact that, yes, I would agree that there are some women who, well, I would just say women in general, if they've been married for a super duper long time, and I'm talking about at a young age, then yeah, they might say, well, what would my life have been like had I not been with this person, had I not married this person? Right, I can understand that, but to then go out here, right, and to then do, because we're going to talk about Ayesha Curry specifically, to then go out here and to then, you know, embarrass your husband, that's a whole different conversation now, because now it's just like, okay, there's one thing to think it, but it's another to actually go on a platform and say it. And here's the thing, what she said recently wasn't even that bad. It was bad because once again, all it does is just proves that you can't please women. Right, but to some degree, I'm like, okay, I would rather you say that than what she was saying a couple of years ago, where she wanted attraction from other men, right? And even Kevin Samuels called it out.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be a career girl, and that's it.
Saying like you never saw him as something, but like, when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something? Or
no, never.
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't.
My husband really loves my feet. Oh, I love that. And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like, that's when he's getting a picture of my bare feet.
Something that really bothers me and, like, honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like, there are all these women, like, throwing themselves. But me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like
she married a guy that she thinks she's better than. And honestly, she's jealous of him. She's jealous because I'm sitting at home, pumped out 3 kids, and he's on TV every day. He's getting all the fame. He's getting all the red carpet treatment. He's getting all this. And only time she gets attention is attention that he deflects to her. We wouldn't know about Ayesha Curry if it wasn't for Steph. He tries to put her in the spotlight. He tries to put her front and center. And guess what? If she had what it takes, she'd already be there. And that's what's not being told. I fear this is what's going to happen. She's going to end up divorcing him. It's going to get to a point to where it is intolerable. She's already put it out there. It's out in the ether, and she's getting drugged by men. And people are actually looking at her like, what the hell is wrong with you? So she's going to have to pipe down. She's not going to be able to say much about anything, but it is going to tear her apart, tear him apart, because at the end of the day, she thinks she's up here and she thinks he's down here. It is not going to change. She does not view Steph Curry as the NBA All-Star World Champion basketball player. She views Steph Curry as this guy that her mom and dad and her parents told her, you need to marry and secure the bag. She didn't want to be there. She would have rather been a struggling actress in Hollywood, trying to get bit parts in commercials, trying to be an extra here, or trying to get a print commercial or something, while ended up dating whoever. Honestly, she'd have been happier that way. I know too many women like this. Trust me, I've seen this in my life. She's close enough to where she actually thinks she could do just fine. The bad thing is she's seen too many women kind of do this kind of thing. What has Ayesha Curry done? Other than being married to Steph Curry. But that's not going to change anything. This is going to nag at her, nag at them until she ends up. When you marry a woman who thinks she's better than you, when you're with somebody who is ultimately going to be jealous of you, who can't play their role, does not like the spotlight being on you, you're signing up for a life of misery. There's going to be this passive, aggressive, low-level contempt for you because at the end of the day, you're really not what she wanted. She wanted something completely else, and she's living a life that somebody else planned for her. And even though it's probably the best thing for her, she thinks she can do better.
So, I mean, you have your women, right, such as HQ. I mean, I get it. You know, like I said, you know, some women may think it, but it's a different story when you go out here and go actually yarn for it and you start talking about it and then you embarrassing your husband. And once again, you have women who are like HQ who are going to try to give grace to this. She says she's not, but once again, you should only be condemning this type of behavior. You should only condemn this mindset. And once again, it's one thing to have the mindset, it's another to actually go out here and go tell everybody and then go yarn for it, because it looks like she is yarning for this and then make excuses for this. And once again, it's like, okay, one excuse, I get it, but this is a pattern from Ayesha Curry. And there's a reason why Kevin Samuels talked about this before he passed. And now we are here in 2025 still talking about the exact same thing, because once again, she is doing more than she's doing more than just being a wife, right? She's being a 304, she's yarning to be a 304. Let's just keep it a bean.
She's lying.
This is why women.
I just told you I've been in the same.
Got a timer. Angry Man got a timer.
She knows that
Angry Man got a timer.
She wants to stay married.
Yo, chill out. Let's have one mic, please.
For the people that don't know, we made a deal. Okay, we made a deal. We're going to get a timer so nobody gets interrupted and upset. If you want to talk, you have to talk after the timer is done. Angry Man has the timer, so let him finish and then you can go next.
This is a crock of shit, and this is the reason why the culture, especially around our women, just continues to get worse and worse. Because every single time these women do things that is really irresponsible, reckless, and is just basically whoredom, there's always other women that want to freaking excuse it, right? This is just like if a guy was a square or a guy that went to school and got good grades and he graduated college and got a good job. This is like him in his damn near 40s saying, you know what? I didn't go through my thug phase. Let me go sell some drugs and go to prison. You have any idea how fucking stupid that is? It's the dumbest shit in the world. And guess what? If men did something like that, you know what you would call them? You would call them stupid. But because it's women doing it, we got to make all kinds of excuses for it. It's bullshit, HQ.
HQ, and then Ann, please, uninterrupted. Go ahead.
I don't have a response for that.
Y'all
know better. I just told you. I told you she's
Let me go after Ann.
As women, HQ, I think it's really important as women to call it out and hold each other accountable, because
hold on. You're not calling me out for anything. You're not calling me out for anything, please.
One second. Well, friends, 1 second.
You're not calling me out for anything.
1 second.
I just told you I was a young wife. Hold on. Can I speak?
You hold on. I have to explain you what's going on, because I don't want fighting. No, I don't want infighting. Go ahead then, finish your point, and HQ can answer uninterrupted. Okay, the clock is down for a second. If y'all don't interrupt each other, there's no clock. Love you.
Let me get next.
As soon as y'all start interrupting each other, I put the clock up. So please let each other finish the point, and we go from there. Shout out to the 500 people watching the show. The Untouchable Empire is back. Go ahead, man. You got this.
Sure. Yes, there are women who get married young and wish they developed other parts of themselves. But this is not what's being said here, if you're really listening. And my concern is, as women, if we don't hold each other accountable, it's very easy for women like Ayesha Curry to manipulate the actual narrative. Yes, Your man should understand you. Yes, your man, there will be parts of you that will grow and change if you get married early. Yes. But Ayesha intentionally chose Steph. She knew where he was heading. She knew, and she wanted to lock him down. Men very rarely walk away from their wives when they have 1, 2, 3, 4 children for him. She knew what she was doing. It's not by coincidence that every single child they have, their birthday is in July. She plans this out. She is not like you and I. She is manipulating a real narrative for her own self-interest. Ayesha is not you and I. Ayesha is someone who is a predator. She knew where Steph was heading. She knew trapping him within her best financial interest. There was no need for us to know in the interview that Steph called her crying. Steph called me behind a tree crying, trying to get my advice on he knew he was going to the league. His father's in the NBA. I'm telling you, this woman had the intention to, in my opinion, trap him. And also, let's be very clear, there's nothing that she hasn't done by herself. Like she said in the interview, it was Steph that was able to help her focus. He helped open doors for her. So that whole career thing and not knowing who she is, untrue, because he's also given her that avenue, supported her in that avenue. This is something different, and we need to be clear and discern between what is real and what is not real. And this is not real.
HQ and interrupted.
First, I don't believe that. It sounds like a crock of shit. Specifically, if she's been married to this person for this long. 2, as I said, I have been a young wife who had children early, who would have expressed some of the things maybe she expressed. I'm just not in the public light. It has nothing to do with wanting to sleep with other people. It has to do with the maturity level in which she entered that marriage. You grow as a person. When you grow as a person, you grow as a person singly. Most people grow singly. They grow before they get married. She didn't have that opportunity. They got married young. She's only expressing the things that she thought about as she's grown older. It has nothing to do with her wanting to sleep with other people.
I thought
everybody. Have you seen the clip of her taking off her wedding ring? Have you seen the clip of her?
Let her land real quick.
I thought women mature at 18.
Everybody wants to assign nefarious reasons to this girl. She is not. That is not what's happening.
Because it's not possible for us. It's not possible for a woman to have nefarious intentions or purposes.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
I thought the narrative. I thought it was my turn to
talk. I didn't know it was your turn.
I thought the narrative.
Go ahead.
I thought the narrative. You didn't have to interrupt me to tell me to go ahead. I thought the narrative was that women mature at 18. Isn't that the narrative whenever we want to talk down about the men? Don't we always say that women are more mature than the guys? Like women are mature at 18, in their teens, they've matured. So how much more growing does she have to do if women are already mature at 18?
Facts. I want to ask a question. Hold on, and hold on. Just to see if we're intentional.
And then CEO, okay, we got you. Shout out, 1 second, Ali. Shout out to Caesar's Power for the $100 ball. We truly appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much for always supporting the Untouchable Empire, baby. We appreciate you, sir.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
And by the way, after Ali, we get and the CEO and interrupted. Okay,
go ahead. To the feminists in the chat room. Yeah, I interrupted her because how many ways is she gonna say the same damn sentence?
I want to see if y'all are honest, because my poll ain't honest. Pause. All the ladies on the panel.
What?
If my poll, I did a poll on my on the channel. But
thank God, there was an explanation.
If your man was in the NBA or NFL, would you still want to go to work?
No.
Oh, what the?
Hold on, stop right there, please. Stop it, and not yet. And hold on, Carmen, would you still want to work if your man was in the NFL or NBA?
No.
Candace, would you still want to work if your man was in the NFL or NBA?
Define work.
Oh no!
Oh my Jesus Christ!
A full-time job.
You're 95 at TJ Maxx.
It would not be 95, but I will be.
I have something.
Ma'am, would you want to go to work?
Going on.
Man, okay, let me put this. Would you, if he gave you a maid, if you gave you someone to clean, he took care of everything, all you had to do was take care of the babies. But even then, he helped. He hired somebody to help them. Would you want to go to a work where you're making money?
I will be making money, but I'll be my entrepreneur. I'm answering your question. I will be an entrepreneur. I will get in real estate.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Respectfully. We are talking about things that you have to do. It's not something optional. Okay? Remember, and Candace, respect. 1 second, Candace. Candace, 1 second. This man makes $50 million from the NBA alone. He has a stake in the Under Armour company. This man probably make $100 and something million per year. Easy, right? Let's assume that like a man with $100 million per year will delegate everything. Even if you want to be in real estate, he's not doing real estate. Somebody that is expert, has all the connections, he's going to be doing.
Another issue people have with Ayesha Curry and women like HQ and all of the single sisters, man, that sit here and agree with this type of mindset is that it just proves that you just can't satisfy women. As I stated before, all of this does is just prove that you can't satisfy women. You cannot satisfy women whatsoever, no matter how much money you have, no matter what you can do for them. I mean, the fact that this man, the reason people even know you, the reason you're even on these platforms is because the man, Steph Curry, put you in that position. Just like how a lot of your women are put in a lot of high positions of power. It's because of men, right? It's because of the men that you married. When you look at a lot of your women who are, a lot of you women who are rich, a lot of those women are rich because they acquired that through men, or they sucked their way to the top. When you look at a lot of your women who are billionaires, right, or who are millionaires, they acquire that through divorces and through their husbands. So once again, I mean, what are we talking about here? And you have all of the access. She literally has the key to open up any door she wants to, and she still is complaining about the same BS that we are seeing to this very single day. And once again, you can do whatever you need to do for a woman. It will never be enough. I mean, once again, she's saying, man, I felt like I could have been this. I felt like I could have been that. And this is what women are saying. Oh, well, I missed out on this. Ma'am, you are still young. And once again, Steph Curry was rich in his 20s. So she still had the opportunity to do any and everything she wanted to. She had her own cook show. She had her own shows in general. And then you mean to still tell me this, my question is, why would that even still be in your thought process? The fact that you can still do whatever you want to do anyway, the fact that you have access to whatever you want to have access to, that's just ridiculous. And it just shows that women are ungrateful. Let's continue.
Real estate for y'all, right? It's not you, it's y'all. It's like somebody's going to be hired to run that real estate business. And you might be a supervisor or go see one house here and there, but we're not talking about the day-to-day job, right? So now that we have that out of the way, right? Even if you are a supervisor that once or twice a week has to see one or other house, you want to work, like waking up 6 a.m. in the morning, put your boots on, go work, or you just want something that is more optional, where you kind of more a supervisor, you kind of like looking to the business for you to be busy and all that. Which one are you talking about? So to make sure.
What I said I would not work for nobody. Case closed.
HQ, would you want to still work if your husband was the top NBA, NFL player, and he gave you the maid, he have everything, everything's taken care of? Would you still want to work?
If I want to work, or would I just work?
Would you still want to work?
Yes, I would still want to work.
Okay, and like I said, majority of the women said they wouldn't. We know majority of women wouldn't either. But this is why, man, it's really hard for men to lead women, and why you still answer to your boss. This man is a multi-millionaire. He could take you to travel. He could take you wherever you want to go. But since you got to go to your job when he's off, let's say when he's on his downtime, hey babe, I got a real estate appointment. I gotta go to work 9 to 5. He can't even take you all the places he can take you and take care of the way he want to take care of your wife, because you still want to answer to another man. It's crazy that y'all both would still say that. And I'm not saying y'all being disingenuous. I don't believe it. But if y'all would still want to work, it'd be hard for that man to take care of you and still be there for you, and you be there for him if he's already gone playing basketball. But when he has the money to take care of you or take you somewhere, you have other things to do.
But that don't mean every woman wants to sit on her ass and not work. I'm confused.
Because it's important for modern women to
you have everything you want. Hold on, Ann. She asked the question, and you can't run.
I would never want to sit on my ass and not work, regardless of whether the man made money or not.
But that's the point. And that's why I made the distinction. Stay busy and having a full-blown work is very different. I guarantee you, if Henry Man gets $100 million tomorrow and Neil Canali gets $100 million tomorrow, they're still going to be YouTubers. They're still going to get busy. They're not just going to just die a pile of money. So we understand that y'all are going to be busy. Y'all are going to have hobbies. You might go ahead, like you said, you like real estate, you go see the house, all that. I am asking if y'all want to work, meaning I go to my job playing basketball and you have to go 6 a.m. in the morning.
You got a 9 to 5.
A 9 to 5. Are you working? Yes, go ahead.
Nobody wants to work. What do you mean?
Oh my God.
Nobody wants to work.
Question. Your answer would be no.
Wait.
Your answer would be no.
You're talking about somebody going to work because they have to. Of course, I would not want to go to work.
HQ, what are you talking? HQ, why you do this? Why do you do this? No one said you had to. You have a millionaire. You don't,
because
HQ,
I want
you flip-flopping. HQ, you told me because you want to, right? But then you said nobody wants to work, and you keep flip-flopping. Do people want to work or they don't want to work?
Because you don't want to just sit at home and do nothing. Nobody wants to sit home and be a bobblehead.
You're changing the argument. HQ, if you're with that man, obviously you'll be delegating what's going on at the house while he's gone. You're going to be managing the house. You're going to be delegating certain things. You wouldn't just be sitting home. Like, have you ever worked and had to take care of your house? Obviously, yes, right? It could be tough to go to work, have to come home, still wash your clothes, cook, clean, do all those things. That's why it's good if two people do have a partnership where someone's taking care of the house and someone may be going to work if you can do it. But sometimes when you can't afford all the bills, two people have to go to work and help each other at the house. But if he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, all you would have to do is delegate and just take care of the house.
Ali, the better question is, has she ever been with a dude that has NBA or NFL money? No,
I
she
understand
hasn't.
the aspect.
So her sitting here saying that she would still want to work, it's a bullshit answer because she's never been in that situation before.
So,
because she's coming from a place of identity.
But you said nobody wants to work. You guys have to pick one.
So first of all, they only do that because they have to prove they don't need men, which is totally asinine because in one breath, they want the man that makes the most money. They want the man that's the most successful. But then they'll still say, well, I still want to work. That's to prove to everybody I'm still an independent woman. I don't technically need a man. It's goofy. It's pure goofiness. Why would you? Everybody up here that said, well, I would still want to work. If you were a dude that's worth millions of dollars, that is the dumbest shit in the world. You literally don't even have to work. He literally could just put you on his payroll. He literally could give you a salary, put you on his payroll, and it'll be a damn tax benefit to the damn family. But you want to go out, you want to go out and work. You want to go out and work at somebody else's corporation and help them get rich. Instead of doing a job for him. Well, you know what? Since you want to work, you can do this and I'll just pay you. No, I want to go out and prove to you that I don't need you and do something that's not attached to you. Y'all are goofy, like for real.
And I love how y'all had the option to not work and chose not to work, right? If you were a millionaire, would you still want your man to work?
There's actually a great question. There's actually a great question. Let's go with HU. Go ahead, HU. If you're a millionaire, would you want your man to work?
If I'm a millionaire, only if he wants to.
Would you want him to work?
Would I want him to work?
HQ, don't fight. HQ, just tell the truth.
Hey, HQ, I love HQ.
Only if he wants to work. I mean,
didn't ask him if he wants to work.
HQ, 1 second. HQ, you have HQ. This man is a simp. He will do whatever you want him to do. Okay? So now you get not $1 million, you get $10 million. The fuck you money, he doesn't have to work. Do you want that man to work or you don't want that man to work? It's your choice.
The answer not going to change. Only if he wants to.
It could be so funny.
You don't know what you want. You can't make a person, regardless how much money people got. You can't make
no one asks
HQ. Hey, Ali, Ali, if all the men in the panel,
our lady ain't gotta work. She ain't gotta do
right?
nothing.
What about you, angry man? Does your woman has to work if you have a bajillion dollars?
Nothing.
What about you, CEO? Does your woman?
My wife don't work right now. My wife don't got to work now if she don't want to.
Yep.
Well, if like this is a overall question, if you ask to most men in society, does your woman have to work if you have a bajillion dollars? The answer is no. Does your kid has to leave the home at 18 if you have a mansion? They're going to say no. Like men want to take care of their people when they have around. They probably move their dad and their mama so they all can be together on the compound, right? So now that we expressed our feelings towards our woman and our family, we're going to try again with HQ. HQ is the matriarch. HQ been on this planet for a lot of years.
Hey, Fatty, let her think about. Hold on, bring her right back down. Let her think about it.
There's two.
No, HQ. We're gonna come to HQ. We're gonna say you for last. And does your man gotta still work?
Yes.
Carmen, does your man gotta still work?
If I'm a millionaire and if he's not, I'm Oprah and he's Stedman. He can work for me.
No, Stedman is a millionaire too. We can do that.
Does he still have to work?
No, he don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Carmen, you're going to take care of him?
Yeah, he can work for me. That's what I just said. If he
no,
he's
not.
working.
Oh my God.
Working for you. He's still working.
Carmen, he's not working for you. He's not working for anybody.
Not working at all. Sure. Absolutely. You don't want to? Yes. Okay. You don't have to work. I'll take care of it. I got it. But if you choose to work, I would rather you come work with me.
You're right.
That man's life gonna be
Carmen would bamboozle them up. Oh my God! Carmen was like, "Hey, where's my lunch? Didn't I told you to?"
How about you, Candace? If you're a millionaire, does your man ever got to work again?
Yes.
Nobody. Thank you for being honest.
Thank you for being honest.
Melanie, you back there, Melanie?
She said no.
Okay, she not back there right now. Hey, HQ. If you got $1 million or you're a multi-millionaire, does your man have to work? I don't care about if he wants to or not. Does he gotta work?
He doesn't have to work.
You're right.
Oh man.
You're right.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You can watch the full show over here or our last video clip here. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.
Like I said, this just proves how hypocritical and inconsistent a lot of your women are, man. This just proves how inconsistent and, unreliable and untrustworthy a lot of these women are, because even when you feel like you're doing the best for them, they will still look at you and they'll probably still talk about you behind your back. And like I said, Ayesha Curry is embarrassing this man, right? And you then have HQ who's just being mad disingenuous just for the sake of conversation. Like, I mean, once again, arguing in bad faith. And then you have these type of women, like I said, you can't sit here and say, well, hey, this is what she's just thinking and I'm just saying that, and then turn around and say, well, I'm not encouraging that behavior. HQ is old as acting like she don't know what Iconically is talking about, acting like she does not know what anybody on the panel is talking about who is going against what Ayesha Curry is saying. But yet these are the same women who claim to be more mature than men, more degrees than men, have more degrees than men, more college educated than men, want to be leaders and lead a team. But anytime we start to throw some logic at you, you can't answer it. Once again, that's not college education, baby. That's not college education. Unless if you got your degree from Kmart, have the best intuitions, but you didn't have the intuition to go ahead and just say, hey, well, look, actually, well, you know what? I honestly know that if I wasn't with this guy, I wouldn't be able to have everything that I have now. So now the fact that I do have everything that I want, maybe I can kind of start jumping into different things. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't ever have to be bored. So you think that I'm gonna sit here and look at somebody like HQ or other women who just are sitting here saying that, no, we're not excusing, nobody's saying we're excusing the behavior. We're just saying we understand where she's coming from. Ma'am, you excusing the behavior, and y'all are the same ones that will be ungrateful and prove that, hey, well, listen, men should not marry your woman today and they should just keep the resources to themselves. Women make it hard for men to defend marriages every single day, and here is proof. Do me a favor, man, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, let me know down below, man, what do you guys think?